Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Easy Start platform, my new world. What do you think? No, just kidding. I'm here with Boris today, who's hiding somewhere. There he is. Ha ha ha, found you. He's hiding over here.
Hello there.
And Boris has agreed graciously to be my custom weapons expert trainer samurai dude.
What? You probably know more than I do.
But yeah, so that's our plan today anyway, is I think we effectively and lovingly call ourselves the Derps. And so today, the Derps are going to attempt to make some custom weapons, and that wonderful green monstrosity over there, and maybe even some of these ships, will be the brunt
Are going
of
to be
our
slightly
aggression.
dented.
Sorry?
They're going to be slightly dented.
Slightly dented, yes. And if we're lucky, you might actually see an explosion.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe.
We have absolutely no idea what we're doing. Like, custom weapons are one thing I've just completely overlooked because decorating apartments was more interesting to me. So yeah, I don't really know where to start, but I have an idea for something that looks ridiculous, so I want to start with that. I don't know what you're going to do.
Ridiculous. Yes, this is a good idea.
Okay, I wanted to make a throwing star.
A Shuriken? I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, I have no idea what they're called. But I think one of those will be handy, maybe.
Well,
Maybe
we want to
a
get it
gyro
spinning,
that
I guess,
spins.
right?
Yeah, I think a gyro override might be better than a rotor, actually. But, okay. Apparently you can delete the top of the rotor first. It's been a little while since I've played creative.
I think you can even grind off the top if you want.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Actually, no. I want a rotor, and then on that, this might be a bad idea in multiplayer, but this server has been performing quite well, so I'm going to try a merge block on a rotor.
Oh, I see. So that we can spin it and then let it go?
Yes, and then I have a gyro to keep it spinning, and then maybe. I think the only way to make it go forward would be a gravity drive of sorts. So if we put artificial masses, this is the most. This is going to be the most deadly custom weapon.
Sorry, I was trying to put
possible.
spikes on the end because they normally have spikes on the end.
Oh.
But I guess I can put them on the end of these.
Okay, you can put them on the end of those, or even bring the artificial masses in one. I think the spinning motion will actually sort of act almost like a sort of rifling. I don't know if it'll be. If we shoot it from here, we're going to miss everything. Maybe this platform should have been built a little bit further down, but we can copy and paste, so it'll be all right.
Yeah,
but if we put a gravity thing behind it, and we can make this put it all on a timer. Maybe I shouldn't put a gravity generator on that, just in case this thing flies off the rotor or something. We'll turn these off first.
Yeah, we've learned that when you leave gravity things on, that they move into walls.
Yes, learned that lesson.
All right, so the basic premise here is we've got a gravity generator that's pushing towards the base, I'm assuming, and then with enough strength that when we release the merge block here, it just fires it in the general direction that it's pushing gravity. So into my face right here.
And you would, and you would have it like on a ship, so you could launch it. Like I said, this is the most effective custom weapon you're ever likely to see. It should be the only one that you ever build, because there's no need to build anything else.
That's right.
I know I'm talking it up a little bit here, but I have massive faith in it. I do think this is going to be extraordinary. I don't know how to make this star-like.
Well, actually, if you do, I wonder if you do what you're doing, just one in the corner. No, that probably won't.
What else do we need on this? Generator. Because otherwise they're going to turn on... Or a battery. I suppose a battery's slightly more disposable. Just set this to semi-auto charge. So that it charges up while we're not paying attention.
Oh yeah, the same idea as me.
And a gyro. So that rotor, let's just make sure that rotor's free. How do I get into this? Just make sure this rotor's freewheeling. No. And yes, they haven't changed any of the settings since last I looked. Thought I should check just in case. So if I put this thing on, yaw is not the right one. Pitch. No. Roll. No.
Everybody, you have to do it exactly that order or it won't work.
I thought if I just pulled up one of those it would start spinning. Maybe that's not how these things work.
Whoa!
Oh, yes it is. Okay, so that's the gyro. And then what we need is a timer block. I'm going to take a copy of all of this. My copy button's not working. Oh, yes it is.
I'm playing a fun game here.
Plonk that over there. Oh. We can't turn that off. I might make it a... what do you call it? A button. Button, that's the word I'm looking for.
Ah, I got it. Oh, you made a copy. You didn't get all of my certifications, though.
Oh, yeah. That's because I had the feeling that with gravity and artificial masses involved, it's highly likely to just explode. Especially when we were around it. Right. Next thing, I think, would be to do a timer. So the timer, what would that have to do? It would turn on the gravity generator. Then... what's next? Start the gyro. Start it spinning. And then release it. And then turn the artificial... No, we'd have to turn the artificial masses on first and then release it. And hopefully it's done quickly enough that it doesn't rip anything off.
Wow, yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes, I think so. Because it has to be done in a certain order so that it everything's on and then it shoots off. Okay. Yeah,
and to make sure that like we don't try and turn the artificial masses on after it's been released from the merge bot, because then they're not part of the same station and it won't be able to.
Right.
I like to have everything in a single button. So you would have a fire button that would switch everything on that needs to be on, shoot it off, and then switch it all back off.
Oh, yeah.
So that way when you're walking through your ship, you're not sort of don't have gravity going every which way and being annoying.
Well, this is really useful for me, actually. I was wondering how to do this kind of stuff already, so cool.
Gyro first. Gyro.
Oh, yeah. Gyro.
Pretend that the gyroscope's off, because you don't want to be flying around with a star spinning. And they also have to be, like, you'll notice that when you place a block down, do you know how to use timer blocks?
Not really, actually. Like, never used one before.
Oh. So well, if you go into them, so this is a tutorial. See, we're being helpful.
That's right.
We're not just making shooting stars, whatever they're called, throwing
shurikens.
Whatever that word is, shuriken. Okay.
I think. If I'm saying that wrong, let me know.
So if you go into the timer block, and then there's setup actions.
Yeah.
And then as it goes down that list from 1 to 9, and then there's a whole lot of other toolbars in there, 1, 2, 3, and so on. As it goes down that list, it performs those actions in a row.
Like immediately,
so
or
the
is
gravity
there...
generator. If you want to put a delay, then you have a second time block.
Oh.
Because if you hit escape, and go back one, you'll see that there's a delay there, 10 seconds.
Oh, I see.
So what you would do is place a timer block, and then you would do your things, and then if you want a delay, you would then make another timer block, put the delay that you want on it, and then in the first timer block, you would reference the second one, tell it to go to that second one and
start
the
that
actions.
one. Okay.
Yeah, after the delay.
Cool.
Which is what we're going to do at the end, actually. So we can turn everything off afterwards, but we don't want the gravity generator to turn off automatically, otherwise the star will stop.
Right.
Or will just start floating, but it won't speed up. So what are we doing? Gravity generator. Yeah, you'll also notice that another tutorial thing. If you put a block in, like a drag a block down, you can remove it later, but you get a list that pops up. You can toggle the block on and off. I don't like having that toggle block on/off on anything really, because I mean you're a programmer. This sort of thing, you'll know this sort of stuff, but you can never be entirely sure what state the block is when you tell it to toggle.
Yeah, that's true.
So if it's in the wrong state, I like to try and design systems that where you are absolutely certain exactly when things are on and off. So you don't toggle a block on/off, you tell it to go on or off. So that's what I've done with the gravity generator. They go on, and then the gyroscope goes on, and then they turn off later. So you can always be sure exactly what state they're in.
Toggle block on.
For an automated system.
Toggle block on. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, this is all advice. I actually had a couple of comments about Wheatley, about this exactly, because I was using the toggle on/off. My bad.
There's certain things where you can't really do it. Like there's limitations, but
yeah. Well, I was doing it all through one button, and I wasn't using a timer block, so I only had one action that I could throw in my thing, yep. And I didn't realize that this was a possibility. So that's cool.
So the third thing is the artificial masses. So that's a group. Tell the entire group to turn on, and yep. Then lastly is the merge block. Is to tell it to turn off. And then next, well, we don't really need a next, but if we were in a ship, then I'd make another timer block, set it a delay to 10 seconds or whatever, and then tell it to stop spinning. Well, actually, you couldn't tell it to stop spinning because that's the
merge block is gone.
That's the gyro, not the rotor. But at the very least, I'd turn the gravity generator off. But we don't need to do that.
So you've got one button in here.
And that don't press it.
No, I'm going into the
because that'll release it.
Timer block. Okay, so it's just to trigger the timer block.
Yeah.
And that had a 10-second delay, I think.
Process. I'd reduced it to 1.
Okay.
See, the way that I understand it is that if you click trigger now, it should just go with no delay. At least that would make sense. But I reduced it down to 1 second anyway, just to make sure. So what I'm going to do now is cut this out. There. Right. So now we should be able to shoot that.
Oh wow, you put it really close to you. Cool.
Why is everything off? Oh, because there's no
power.
Reactor.
It's on the other station.
Yeah. So that's on. Right. I'm just going to take a quick save of this world.
That's probably not a bad idea.
Right, so that should be hopefully ready to go. So are you ready to see the most effective weapon that has ever been created in Space Engineers?
Yeah, and
actually, this isn't really there's nothing on there that can really harm anything. I've just noticed.
Yeah, we don't.
It'll crash, but we don't have any like warheads or anything on it.
No, well, this is there's a word for this. I was watching General Hatchet's video about when he gave the overview of all of different types of these weapons, and he had a name for this kind. There's a word for it where it doesn't have anything on it. It's just you're just using the mass. Kinetic, maybe that's it.
Something like that.
Where you literally the damage is done just by the sheer force and speed and mass of what's hitting it.
Okay, and that's all we'll need to do, because this weapon will be way too overpowered if we put any warhead on it. I mean, this is enough as it is, and it's spinning.
That's right.
What more could you want?
All right, so you've done all the work, so can I press the button?
Of course.
Can I get the gratification? All right, so so I should just press it and it should all work, right?
Yeah, but you need to say a time down. A time down?
A time down, okay.
What's that? A time down first, yes.
A countdown?
That's the new word for it. Countdown.
All right. All right, some 2001 Space Odyssey music for this event now. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Bonk. That's amazing.
I don't think the battery was charged.
And we have liftoff.
Wait. This could be effective after all.
No, it has a charge on the battery.
Oh, okay. So we've been doing. Maybe we haven't given it enough time to
start
spin
it
up.
spinning.
What's happening with this ship?
Here, maybe we can still salvage this. Let's see. Ready and.
Wait. This could still become an effective weapon if we park something in the road of it.
Oh, right.
Here we go. It's almost there.
So, are you ready for the explosion?
It's going to be deadly.
It's going to be amazing.
And I think we can all agree the person in that ship would be dead.
That's right. I've effectively named this the Nudge Shuriken 3000.
It's official.
Wow.
Right. I think maybe we should make it even more powerful.
I'm trying to force it towards
after you
the station.
stop face planting. Right. Okay, that's gone.
That's gone.
I think
yeah. Whoa.
we need to. So, if that had a charge, then the problem must surely be that it's not spinning up enough.
So we need to add a timer block?
To put another timer block, yes, to make it longer. Did you want to do that since I did everything in the last one?
Let's see if I've learned.
I'm not hogging everything.
Let's see if I've learned. All right, so then the button still just triggers spin it.
Yes, and then that should launch the second one.
Okay, and then so I'm just double checking my science here. All right, so the spin it turns on the gyroscope and then starts the release it, and then release it. Whoop! I just changed something. Delay. I just changed the delay. What did you have the delay on release it?
I had it 15, but I actually think the problem last time was not the spinning, but the not having enough power because the artificial mass blocks were off. Were red even though they were turned on.
Oh, okay.
But, yeah, I think this is a better system anyway.
Alright, so then in release it, I have it turning on the gravity generator, then turn on the artificial masses, and then turning off the merge block.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just making it look slightly better, even though I've got these reactors everywhere.
Oh, I see.
Really, I should have just put a reactor where the battery is, but that would require more work. So we'd have to redo the gyroscope.
Alright, so we're ready with this one, I think?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you taking a copy, or shall I?
I just took a copy, but probably good to have one each.
And I apologize if you just heard a train going past. It's a
space train.
Part of it's a space train. It happened in this sector.
Alright, so I'm gonna drop it down, I think, right about... Is that good?
I think so.
Okay.
As I say that from my completely unable to judge position. Yeah.
Looks like it's gonna hit something.
Not just hit it, but completely destroy it.
Yeah. There will be no green left when we're done.
Although we might end up destroying the asteroid.
True, but we have the tools
Given
now
that-
to rebuild asteroids, so that's all fine.
We might have to aim this up a little bit if there's... See, the one major flaw with any weapon that requires gravity or artificial masses or anything like that is that if your station has gravity, that's effectively a shield or something to really push it off course.
Well,
Is
I have an idea for that.
yeah.
And I have to credit General Hatchet for this because I saw it in his video. But he said, and I haven't tried this, but he said
Time.
that you can put a timer block on your missile, and then after a certain
and
amount
then
of time,
you
turn
trigger
them
it,
off.
But, yeah. So you would trigger it to say 18, 17 seconds, I think. If you trigger it in the first one.
In the sorry?
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Well, would it need to be on the missile?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, so now
I was excited and I was building.
maybe we should put it where the battery was, because we don't want to wreck the
Then we'd have
design,
to-
right? Like, as you know, the most important thing here is that our shuriken has to look good.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, so this should work.
Do we need to move it back a bit?
Hang on, let's do some science.
Science.
So, this is going to be highly accurate. So that gravity generator's on, and based entirely off my weight. 1,
Oh man.
2, 3.
Oh, I saw you take
Okay,
off.
so-
The shuriken was in the way, though. That was awesome.
So it was about 2.5 seconds to there. I think we should move it back a little bit so that they turn off before we hit the gravity generators over there.
So I've taken a copy of it. Oh, you did too. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
All right.
I'm in position over here, so I'll paste. Although you are in the road.
I'm getting up. I figured that I probably was.
Will that hit something?
Well, here, now let me be the target. Or the missile. All right. So generator on?
Yeah, I think so. Should be.
Okay, and... Whoa!
What was that? Did you even count?
I didn't even get there. Oh, did you want me to count?
How did you not get there?
I stopped before I got there. So...
Oh.
Alright. Ready, set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I stop.
Well, oh, does it turn it back on because you hit an area with no gravity or something?
Oh, I'm in
No. No?
off.
I don't know why it's stopping you. I mean, I know... Oh, yeah, there's a section of no gravity here.
Oh,
So if I switch my thing, yeah, if you're falling, it will turn it on automatically, so you don't keep falling.
ah,
But yeah, that's enough time.
that was
We
anticlimactic.
should shoot.
I was waiting for the bump.
Yep.
Oh, what's going on here? Turn you on. There we go.
Right. Are we ready for what is definitely this time the most powerful weapon that has ever been designed ever?
Mark 3. Are we ready for the Mark 3?
I think I'll press the button this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll just switch the gravity generator off just so we know that things are working. Gravity generator off. Right. I'll take a save because I'm paranoid. Right. Are you ready?
Ready.
In 3, 2, 1, and away we go.
Spinny,
It's
spinny.
spinning for 15 seconds, which is obviously too long. So there's a lot of prep time here.
Yep, I see the timer block flashing.
Yeah,
Boom.
it's counting away, and there it goes.
Ooh, this looks better. Boom.
And the timer blocks were a bit slow, but that worked.
That did work. Ooh, look at that.
It's still spinning.
It's going. It's taking out the base. Oh, it's coming back out.
Right, and look at that damage.
That's pretty good.
I don't think I've ever seen another weapon that's done that amount of damage.
No, I've never seen any of Drakaul's pictures of damage, for sure.
No, and this is almost the entire base and most of the asteroid.
Yeah, well, if you
most
come
people
right
will agree.
in like this, then all it looks like is damage.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, and that thing's still spinning as a decoration. So
Yeah.
I think to refine this a little bit, I still have a copy. Would you mind just deleting that? I've got the copy here, and we'll put it in the same spot for science purposes. Control your variables and whatnot. So it's just about there. That's close enough. Science doesn't need to be perfect. Now,
It only needs to be
what do we
perfect
need
in
to do?
reality, not in theory, right?
Yep. Wait, did I don't think we even. I don't think we even. The reason those timer blocks didn't turn off is because we didn't trigger it. We didn't tell it.
No, you're right. We
or,
didn't.
Or more, I didn't.
We did all the work. We
I-
put it on
I
there, and then we never turned it. All right.
Right, so it needs to be the timer block that's not named. And then start.
The timer block that shall not be named.
Yep. Are we ready for take 2? This one shouldn't dip.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so it's my
I
turn to
think
push the
it's
button.
your turn
I
to
get to
press the
push the
button.
button. I get to push the button. All right, we ready for this?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1. Boink.
And there it goes. We could have reduced that time.
Oh,
But,
we didn't reduce the time.
I mean... No, but I
This
did
is
set up the other
suspenseful,
timer
right?
block.
We're adding suspense.
The other enemy knows that it's coming. The other enemy, the only enemy.
And turn off, turn off, turn off.
Here it goes.
Yeah!
It's off. And we
Ooh.
kind of missed, but we took out their communications. And it's still spinning. So that took off an area.
We're doing all right.
Yeah,
I see damage.
I think it's
Although there's a floating light.
it's difficult to improve on that.
We have a floating light.
You know what? That'll teach them. Now,
Go into the light.
I think
Right.
for one last test, I'll just paste this down somewhere so I don't accidentally lose it.
Okay, where are you?
What?
There you are.
Yeah.
So
I completely failed at my attempt to describe where I was. I think that's roughly in the same place. And we're aiming for that blue ship over there. That's what I want to try out.
okay.
Shall we reduce... No, I'm not going to reduce the distance. That 15 seconds is perfect. Right. Are you ready for this last test?
I'm ready.
Okay, so in 3, 2, 1, and fire. Sort of spin. We don't really need the time down, do we? Because time down, that's the the count
Countdown.
the count time
Countdown
down thingy.
down.
But yeah, we don't really need a countdown because this does count down for 15 seconds. And then we go.
Oh,
It will.
That was a wow.
It cut it in half.
Wow, it destroyed that blue ship. There's pieces everywhere.
Still didn't quite destroy it as much as our first hit that destroyed the majority of the asteroid, but I think that's so what we've learnt is that shooting stars shirk thing.
Shuriken.
What was it? Shuriken. Kind of like a gherkin, but with some shirk added. So these shooting gherkins are perfect for taking out small ships
I don't know what's wrong.
that
with my
are
copy.
normally fairly hard to hit, especially in mid-flight. But I think with that 15-second delay, it gives you plenty of time to aim your shooting gherkin up with the small ship and then cut it in half.
There you go.
So this is a highly informative tutorial on how to build a flying gherkin.
That's right.
And
Well, as a final hurrah, don't you think that we should place one more, and then put warheads on it?
Oh, okay, but I do think that's a tiny bit overpowered. I mean, we might end up crashing the server.
Well,
with how powerful that would be.
This is the ending, right? So.
Okay. there we go.
Is that aimed right?
Now for the. Oh, you're aiming it. Oh, I didn't even check that.
That doesn't look like it's going to hit much.
We might take out a
here, let me take the one that you had. Where you had it aimed before was pretty good, I think. Maybe down a little bit.
I'll
from
do
there.
it slight. I was actually going to do it slightly to the right and then up a bit and see if we can hit that control
hit the tower. Sure. Okay. So let me.
Right. Warheads.
So they need to kind of go on the ends, right?
I was kind of just sort of thinking this, but that might be overkill.
I was just going to do that, but we kind of lose our spikes, but our spikes have been replaced with explodies, so...
Wait, these aren't symmetrical. We will need to fix this.
Uh-oh.
It won't work if these aren't.
Yeah, good point, good point.
Right, there we go. Yeah. Now we're just right. I'm going to take a copy of this world because it will almost certainly crash it with the magnificence that will be this explosion.
Right, we could do this though, if you wanted to add a bit more power.
Okay, we'll take down the entirety of the internet.
Yep. Well, I mean, after what your thought process was originally, this is actually quite a bit down from that, right?
Slightly.
All right, are we ready for this?
Yep. And take a copy. Because paranoia. It's your turn to fire, I think.
Ooh, is it my turn?
This was your idea. So I actually don't know if it's your turn or not. I've forgotten. But you can do this one.
All right. So I'm not even going to bother counting down. I'm just going to press it because we got a countdown.
Yep.
Oop.
It's called a time down.
A time down. Sorry, my bad.
Duh.
That's right. Let's do it.
Okay. It's round about now.
Oh!
Wait. Oh no.
Oh! Okay, that was worth it. Did you want some ore? I've opened up a hole for your mining purposes.
Yep. And this is quite a good looking hole.
Yeah, wow. If that was the enemy base, they would be done.
Too bad that it
was our base,
but yeah, I think it might have had something little. Yeah, I think those. I don't even know how to make words. I think it's time to end there.
Yeah, we can't top that, actually.
Yeah.
So I hope you all enjoyed this marvelous, wonderful tutorial on how to make the most amazing custom weapons that will take out your own base.
Yeah. So the idea here would be to sneak into their base and then aim at your own ships.
Yes. Valid strategy.
And that would be the most effective way to take out your enemy. It's an ingenious plan, and I hope everyone gets some use out of it, because I think it's unrivaled.
You can even trick them. Like, you can go in there and you can make the weapon for them, leave it there, and they go, oh, look at this, and then they would try and fire it at you themselves and blow themselves up.
Exactly.
Yes. It's a Trojan horse.
And with that, we're going to end. So thank you for watching.
Thank you, everybody.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.